So, hey guys, we'll forgive you with another video, and in this video we'll be doing how to do anime eyes. As you know, I did this video before, but it wasn't actually a tutorial, it was more like of an introduction, and I just explained a few things. And I had the video running in the background, so yes, in this video we'll tackle the actual eye and how I go about doing the eye. And I hope this helps you as an artist, or if you're just trying to do an eye, well, you can just follow it on. Anyway, if you want to watch a previous video, there's a card up on top, you can just click on that and you can see that, but I'll personally suggest you see that video before you watch this one, because it's like a introduction explaining a few things, and in this video I'm just gonna go in depth about how I go about doing the eye. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Anyway, so let's get that into it anyway. So what I would do usually is, when I start an eye, I usually just do a bunch of lines. Like example, this one over here, and that would be the top eyelid. I'll first be doing the male eye, and afterwards I'll do the female eye. So that's the upper eyelid. The upper eyelid was I usually and in any case they are always bigger than the bottom. The upper eyelid is always bigger than the lower eyelid, of course. That's now in anime or manga terms, I would say. So there we have the upper eyelid, and I just add like a few little guidelines to like remind me where I should actually go and fill in later on. So this is just like the basic look of it and how I start with it, but this is for the male eye anyway. And now I'll just do the lower eyelid, which has more of a curve than the upper eyelid. So this is the bottom, as you can see there, and this is basically the entire eye, to be honest. Just add the pupil, and the eye is now in as well. It's just like a little circle I don't like adding. I don't try to overdo. I just try to, once again, one thing I'm gonna tell you in my videos, keeping it simple. Just do a normal circle. It's not 100% perfect, but there we go. Remember, this is only a half draft. This is only to show me later on where I need to follow up on, or where I need to actually pay more attention to and add more detail. So that's the basic shape of the eye. That's what I would use. And now I'm just adding in like a little bit of extra features to make it look more original, or say according to my style, like that. So like adding a little eyelash there, but not too much, because it's a male eye. You add too much, it's gonna look like a female's eye. And I like always adding a little glare in the eye to show that it's actually shining. At least one or two of those usually help. And then, of course, just slightly above the upper eyelid, I usually add this line that shows that's the eyelid. Anyway, so that's basically what I would do. This is basically all. This is nothing overcomplicated, because I saw a lot of people try to do eyes. Even I struggled to do eyes in the beginning, anime eyes especially, and I didn't know. So anyway, and then I used to like research and try to figure out ways to actually do the eye, and over time I figured it out. But according to me, or what I would say is, I figured out my own style. I saw what other people did, or other artists did, and I just used it in my own style. That's basically all I did. So now I can do this kind of eye, and I can do many different kind of eyes. To be honest, there's no right way for me, and there's no right way, and there's no wrong way. That's what I think about anime eyes, because if you watch anime or you hit manga, there's many different artists out there, and there's many different styles on how to do it. And believe me, you can basically do what you want, because there are so many different eyes type out there. Like we have Goku's eye. Everyone knows how Goku's eye look, or Luffy, for example. Just making up examples, but anyway. So now I'm just gonna go over this again with a pencil and adding some more detail to the eye. So with me and doing eyes, like I've been doing this for years now, and believe me, I didn't know how to do it in the start. I sucked at it, that's what I felt personally. But I took my time and I practiced it, and I tried to figure out which way I actually want to go about this. And yeah, like as time passed, I figured that there's no right way and there's no wrong way. You do your way. That's just what I can tell you as an artist, from an artist to artist point of view. So this is just me filling in a little bit of more detail. Remember, this is not solid lines. I can get rid of all of this if I want. So I'm just not putting too much pressure on my pencil. I'm just filling in the lines, adding additional detail, keeping the lines nice and clean and smooth, and keeping the lines nice and light so that I can always remove them. Never press too hard on your pencil in the first attempt, because if you mess up, believe me, you're gonna have to start from over, and paper gets like damaged quickly. So what I would suggest is just go very lightly over everything. Make sure that's what you want to do before you actually put it in pen or fine line or anything that you're using. But now I'm putting the pencil away. Having my ballpoint pen, you can use a ballpoint pen, you can use a fine liner, it doesn't really matter, but for this video I feel I'm gonna use the ballpoint pen, just to show you how it looks when it's done. So now I'm just filling in all those lines that I did previously with a ballpoint pen and not pressing too hard, just keeping it nice and smooth so that my lines come out. So now I'm basically just inking the whole thing out, and I'm really trying to make this eye pop with the black, so I'm making it nice and solid black lines. Remember, you don't have to use a ballpoint pen. This is my opinion, or what I prefer using sometimes, because many times I just sit there or I'm doodling and I seem to do eyes for some reason. I just love doing eyes, even if like I have like free time and I'm just like sitting here and I don't even know what I'm gonna do, and I just do eyes. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. Like I always experiment with different kinds of eyes, different shapes, different sizes. Another little bonus tip I feel would be is when I usually do eyes, I usually create, or if I would sketch them, I usually do the male less circular and the female more circular. And with that tip as well, I would just say that younger characters have bigger eyes. So if you're doing a child or maybe just a young character, I would suggest using big eyes. They will look much younger that way, and it just looks better in general. So as I said, the younger the character, the bigger the eyes. The older the character, the smaller the eyes, or the more narrow the eyes. That's like a little tip I could give you as an artist. we're gonna go into the female eye. So usually the female eye, it's not like the male eye, it's much more rounder. And this, I would say this blocky, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's get into it. So, and this will be the bottom eyelid. As you can see, it's kind of like a circle or egg, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's get into it. So first of all, I'll always start on the upper eyelid. And just go down. And this will be the bottom eyelid. As you can see, it's kind of like a circle or egg, I would say. And then I just had the other fine. So then I'll just add the other detail.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up.
And yeah, now I'm just inking the whole thing again. Same principle that my video applies here as well. So using the ballpoint pen once again. Once again, just using the blending tool, making that shadows, evening that shadows out. And yeah, you don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing it. This is just showing you how I do it. And you don't have to add too many eyelashes for it to look like a female eye. Just make sure that, or you can add, to be honest, you can actually add how many you like. It's all in your own preference. It's like, what do you want to do with it? You can do with it. No one can tell you anything. And yeah, this is basically just the same principle over, but just much more curvy, or much more rounded, I would say. Much more rounded off than the male eye. And there we go. That's usually all I do when I do eyes. And it's not a fancy mesh or like anything else, but to learn for one to learn how to do eyes first of all. But yeah, they usually start with eyes as well, no eyes. And it took me a good amount of years to learn how to actually do eyes. So yeah, this is just like a basic eye I would do. And I just did this eye just to show you guys how to actually do the eye. So I made it into on how to do the eyes. And anyway, and yeah guys, don't forget you can give me feedback anytime. I'd appreciate it. And you can like the video, subscribe. Believe me, there's more content coming up as well. Content similar to this and more. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys again. Thank you for watching.